it's Pete Thorn. Welcome to my home studio, and hey, welcome to my demo of the SINVERTEK Drive N5. There it is in my left hand. Now, you may be saying to yourself, I think I've seen this on your channel before. Didn't you do a demo of this pedal already? I did. The previous version, it was probably 3 or 4 years ago, at least now, and it was a great sounding pedal. I thought it was a terrific pedal. I'd never heard of the company before. I think that was the first video that I made for SINVERTEK, and I was pretty knocked out with the pedal. Now, so I plugged this one in. Every pedal, by the way, that I've tried by them sounds really, really, really good. And I acknowledge that they're not the easiest pedals to find out there, but everyone that they've sent me to make a video for, terrific sounding pedals. I did an envelope follower, did a delay reverb. Anyway, I digress. I plugged this one in, hooked up the PT100 on channel 1, just actually left the knobs the same as whatever the last video I made with it was, and I turned this thing on and I was like, that sounds really good. Like right out of the gate, with all the knobs on 5, everything at noon, basically. It just sounded terrific to me and really, really familiar. So I turned off the pedal and then I went back and hit the channel switch on the PT100, went over to channel 2, and lo and behold, it was almost really, honestly, the same sound. It was very, 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 very similar. I had to go back and listen a couple times back and forth just to check, but they've really nailed that drive character. I mean, it's obviously kind of in the Marshall vein, but you know, it's all about a balance of highs, lows, and the clipping and all that stuff. And when it all comes into focus, and it just sounded really, really familiar to me, I was just knocked out. So I'm going to read from their copy a little bit here on their website. They said they've modified and adjusted the frequency response in this new version of the pedal to make the tones more transparent and natural without any compression. They've optimized the dynamic response so that when you're turning down the guitar volume, the tone becomes better than before, like better than the previous version, I guess. And the semi-clean tone can express the tone of the guitar itself. Okay, so moving down to the next paragraph here, they say, furthermore, we've enlarged the adjustable range of all the knobs and switches, so there's more range on the controls. And so the changes have become more obvious, so the N5 is suited for more music styles and matches more clean channels. This is really an important feature that a drive pedal should have. I would agree with that. For sure. When connecting to the clean channel, the N5 even can produce the drive tone that is exactly the same as the amp's drive channel. I don't know about that with every amp, but I have to say that was my first impression of it with my amplifier in particular, was that I was able to get so close. So anyway, coming up here in a second, I'm going to give you some audio examples, and one of the things I did was record a quick clip through the PT100 channel 2 with the pedal off, so you can hear that drive tone, and then I switched this one on and off, and you're going to be able to hear the comparison between the drive channel and the PT100 and between this pedal going into channel 1, and you see what you think. I think it's really close, and I really didn't even spend any time dialing it in at all. It was however I had the drive channel set before, and then it was this pedal with pretty much almost everything on 5. I tweaked the knobs just a little bit, but literally spent about 60 seconds doing that. Really knocked out with how close it came. So then I want to solo a couple of the parts from the song at the beginning of the video outside of the mix as well and show you what those sound like. Also going to play a loop of a guitar part through the pedal, and that'll leave my hands free to turn the knobs, the EQ, the voicing switches, and all that good stuff. Okay, one more thing. This pedal is deceptively versatile for how small it is. There's a built-in gain boost and built-in volume boost, and you can program those things to come on both at the same time or independently if you want. So what do I mean by that? Well, you could have the pedal off, hit it once to turn on like a crunch distortion sound, and then you could hit it again and have both a volume boost and a gain boost, or independent. You can have just the gain boost or just the volume boost come on, and that's all up to you, and it's programmable via this little switch right here. Okay, so in this one small little pedal, in other words, you can basically have clean sound, core sound in your amp, then the crunch tone with the pedal on, and then have a separate solo tone with more gain and volume, all in this one small little pedal. I think that's really cool. You'll see how it works in just a second here when I play the loop through the pedal. I'll show you that stuff. All right, let's get on with it. It is the SINVERTEK Drive number 5. Here we go. Alrighty then, thanks for watching my video on the number 5 drive from the good folks at SINVERTEK. This is honestly one of my favorite distortion pedals that I've tried in the past 10 years. I think it's just a terrific sounding pedal. Really, as you can hear, gets really close to the distortion tone that I'm most familiar with, which is the channel 2 on my PT100 amp. They can be a little bit difficult to find, but I think it's worth the search and the hunt because what a terrific sounding pedal. It's really versatile, it's well thought out, and you know, with an EQ this versatile and all the voicing switches and stuff, you know, it should match up with a lot of different amplifiers really well, I would think. Alright, you can check it out further at that website you see there on your screen. I am Pete Thorn. Take care, over now.